It is what it ain't. Holla at your boy, man. It's your boy, Root Dog. Yo, check this shit out. We got Jaguar right in this motherfucker. With your boy, motherfucker, Jenny Deal. You know, like, though, they motherfucker giving us the full info on what's going down. We got the inside source from Diddy's helpers, you know what I mean? But anyways, let me go ahead and get on off into it real quick. Let me put the disclaimer out there. This is an adult channel. Adult things will happen. You will hear me smoking a vape. You will hear me coughing throughout the thing, you know, because that's what it do. You will hear me saying some adult stuff, you know, because that's what adult people do. But anyways, disclaimers out there. Now, get ready because Jenny Deal is about to give us some real shit. He about to sit here and tell us what the hell is really going on with this motherfucking Diddy situation. Because we got the inside source and we got Jaguar Wright, as you see, sitting right next to her right here. Jaguar Wright. But yeah, so oh yeah, don't forget to go down into the bottom corner. Somewhere around here, the bottom corner, click that button, subscribe button, and we in there. But anyways, let's get on off into this bad boy, man. I'm sorry, man, it's been a minute 30, man, you know, but I had to get my shit up out there. But yo, let's get on off into this.
Those two. Do you understand? They want to make up the stories they want to make up. And that's what you get this internet. You got a lot of people making up stuff. But then when the stuff come true, they look stupid. They don't say nothing. They quiet as a church mouse.
Gene Deal has
Facts.
just exposed all of
Facts.
his helpers in the industry. These revelations paint a troubling picture of how power and influence can be wielded to commit and conceal crimes within the entertainment industry. Gene Deal's revelations focus on the inner circle of individuals who allegedly aided Diddy in his questionable activities. These helpers span various roles within the music and entertainment industry, from executives to other artists, and even law enforcement officials.
Were you an enabler, or did you allow or see stuff that you're like, man, I ain't gonna jump in that?
Bro,
Go ahead.
criminals do crimes with criminals. I've never been a criminal. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So now, if you're looking to answer something about Puff, Puff ain't the Puff. Puff had different phases of his life that y'all don't understand. And let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. You understand? First you got Puff Daddy, who had Daddy's house and the parties and things like that.
See, there's different layers to this puffy shit. Y'all know. It's like an onion, man. It's different layers to this puffy shit, dog. You just don't got one puffy. There's like 8 different puffies in one puffy, man. I'm telling you, dog. It's like a level, man. There's levels to this puffy shit, dog.
Alleges that several high-profile music executives and producers have played a role in facilitating Diddy's actions. These individuals, who hold significant power within the industry, have allegedly helped Diddy by turning a blind eye to his misconduct, providing alibis, or even directly participating in illicit activities. The implications are serious, suggesting that these executives have used their positions to protect Diddy from legal repercussions and maintain the status quo in the industry.
Then you had Puff. You understand? Then you had Diddy. Then you had Brother Love, and then Love.
See, y'all, there's levels to this puffy shit, man. There's levels, dog. Certain levels to this puffy shit. You gotta understand it, man. You gotta be paying attention. Pay attention.
I had Puff around the stage when he was Puff Daddy and Puff and some of Diddy. Not the new Diddy that they gave the diddler and everything like that. So he ain't the guy, he wasn't the guy that y'all see now back then when he was in Harlem. You understand? He was the guy that our crew chased down the street because he was trying to be a part of it and he ran. You understand? We brought him back, beat the out of him, hit him in the head with cake spoon with champagne and all the other shit like that.
Gene Deal's claims extend to specific incidents where Diddy's industry helpers allegedly played pivotal roles. These activities range from financial crimes to more severe allegations involving mistreatment and coercion.
See, There's different levels, man. Different levels.
One of the major areas Deal highlights is financial misconduct. According to him, Diddy's helpers have been instrumental in facilitating and covering up various forms of financial fraud, including embezzlement and money laundering. These activities have allowed Diddy to amass and protect his wealth while avoiding legal scrutiny. Deal also alleges that Diddy's inner circle has been involved in acts of mistreatment and coercion. This includes incidents where bodyguards like Deal himself were alleged to intimidate or physically harm individuals who posed a threat to Diddy's reputation or business interest. One of the most shocking aspects of Gene Deal's revelations is the alleged involvement of law enforcement officials. According to Deal, certain police officers and other law enforcement personnel have been complicit in protecting Diddy from legal consequences.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here.
Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good.
A work management tool? No, that's not for me.
Well, Monday.com is all about flexibility, so you can make it your own. You could choose pre-built layouts for anything, or build your own workflow. You just open a board, you choose the columns you need, you can move them around.
You're not doing nothing that's gonna cost my livelihood. You understand? You're not gonna do anything in front of me to cost my livelihood. You understand? Now, have I seen I seen a dude come up in the club and blow somebody's head off. I see the smoke running through the crowd trying to get to the lights.
Deal claims that some law enforcement officials have accepted bribes or other forms of compensation in exchange for obstructing investigations, destroying evidence, or providing insider information to Diddy. This level of corruption has purportedly ensured that Diddy remains untouchable by the law. The influence over investigations is another critical aspect. Deal suggests that Diddy's connections have allowed him to manipulate the outcomes of criminal probes, ensuring that charges are either never filed or are quickly dismissed. A significant part of Gene Deal's allegations revolves around the culture of silence within the entertainment industry. This culture, perpetuated by fear and loyalty, has enabled Diddy and his helpers to operate with impunity. Non-disclosure agreements have played a significant role in maintaining this culture of silence. Deal indicates that many individuals who have been close to Diddy or have worked for him are bound by NDAs, preventing them from speaking out about what they have witnessed.
Like I said, y'all, there's different levels to this shit. See, this nigga got to the point to where this nigga putting out motherfucking contracts that you have to sign when you meet this motherfucker, that you cannot speak nor see. That you cannot speak about the Fight Club nor talk about the Fight Club. In your essence, the Fight Club don't exist. You cannot speak about the Fight Club. Oh, shit.
Fear of retaliation is another powerful tool used to maintain silence. Deal himself has spoken about the intimidation tactics employed to keep potential whistleblowers quiet, including threats to their personal safety and professional careers. Gene Deal's decision to come forward is a courageous step towards breaking the silence and exposing the truth. His allegations are a call to action for greater accountability and transparency within the entertainment industry.
I think that the authorities came up with enough evidence to go into a judge by using the civil cases that has came upon him. It's too much in the news. Like, listen here, bro. They don't want you to be always in the news in a negative form. There's people that's probably worse than Diddy, but they not always in the news in a negative form. And then
Gene Deal has also released startling footage from Diddy's CCTV cameras, suggesting a looming escalation. With a vengeance, Deal is determined to uncover the truth about Diddy, each word peeling away layers of facade to reveal claims that exceed expectations. His revelations intensify with each new story, leaving us anticipating the next shocking revelation.
So, because they used the civil cases and found that there was some criminal activity that may have been found at some one of those people who, like Cassie.
Now, see, everybody knew that Cassie's ass was into some bullshit. Everybody knew. But now, all this shit done came to motherfucker focus to where you ain't seeing much of Cassie no more. You know what I mean? Cause Diddy been beating the brakes off her ass and keeping her motherfucking locked up behind them doors. Straight up. That's the whole thing behind that. So, hey.
Jonathan Odie didn't have a civil case against him, but Cassie, Jonathan Odie, and Lil Rob.
The latest twist in this ongoing saga could potentially become the most sensational and unsettling revelation yet. It delves into the mysterious events surrounding Diddy's adoption of Ava Baroni Combs and her sudden departure from the Combs family. Initially, Diddy's announcement of Ava's adoption piqued curiosity, but now Gene has uncovered a more troubling aspect of the story. Reportedly, Diddy's treatment of Ava was less than kind, raising concerns about the Homeland Security raid and Hollywood's role in covering up Diddy's questionable actions. The ongoing Diddy saga continues to spiral into increasingly surreal and disquieting realms. By now, you're likely familiar with the numerous allegations against him and the involvement of Homeland Security, which raided his residences on suspicion of trafficking. However, amid this tumultuous situation, one pressing question remains unanswered. What has happened to Diddy's adopted white daughter? During the chaotic lockdown era, it's quite probable that most people overlooked his adoption of a white daughter. Vanish without
Let's stop that. Skirt. Run that. Let's throw that back right there. Now, that's Diddy's adopted white daughter. I didn't know nothing about that. Not a damn thing. I didn't know shit. This nigga had an adopted white daughter. Didn't even know.
During the chaotic lockdown era, it's quite probable that most people overlooked his adoption of a white daughter. She appeared to vanish without a trace, and many were unaware of her existence. It was a surprising moment when he unexpectedly disclosed the adoption to us, leaving us taken aback. At that time, we didn't fully contemplate or perhaps even acknowledge the significance of this news, remaining unaware of the broader context of who Diddy really is. There were whispers circulating about him, mostly concerning his discreet demeanor. I understand that some people have reservations about those who keep their personal lives private, but that's entirely his prerogative. There's nothing unlawful about it. From what we gathered, he was involved in consensual relationships with younger men. So once again, it was hardly our concern back then. Given what we now know about him, it's undeniably unsettling. Each lawsuit filed against him appears to reveal a new aspect of his character. Cassie's lawsuit in particular has brought to light his disturbing behavior, detailing instances where he allegedly subjected her to physical and emotional harm. Lil Rod came forward, claiming not only to have encountered him, but also to have tried to connect him with other figures in the industry, like Cuba Gooding Jr. However, the situation escalated dramatically when Homeland Security raided his homes in LA and Miami on trafficking charges.
See, now, Cuba Gooding, I already got something with him coming up. I'm going to let y'all get up on that. But, yeah. I already got something with Cuba Gooding Jr. coming up, too. So y'all need to feel that.
Marked a significant shift, as previous lawsuits against him had been civil matters without criminal implications.
They used the evidence that they had or the statements they made and convinced the judge that there was enough probable cause to go in there with a search warrant.
With federal authorities now involved, it became clear that the situation had escalated significantly. Fans typically don't rally around such a substantial accusation.
Hell yeah, that shit done escalated. It escalated farther than a motherfucker. Now see, that's the key to the city that nigga had to give back to New York because all the bullshit that this nigga was in. I don't know if they gonna say that because I ain't even watched this motherfucker yet. These videos that come to me, I watch them just as I sit here and talk about them with y'all. You know what I mean? But yo, here's what it is.
Unless there's a legitimate cause for concern. After the raid, Diddy's legal team vehemently criticized the federal intervention, alleging it was an attempt to smear his reputation and stir up unnecessary drama. His lawyer described the orchestrated media frenzy and sudden onslaught of accusations as a baseless witch hunt. Emphasizing that no criminal or civil liability had been proven against Mr. Combs, they asserted his innocence and vowed to vigorously defend his reputation against these unfounded claims. A federal officer emphasized their focus on specific and detailed allegations related to trafficking. They clarified that their actions are grounded in concrete information, not arbitrary, and they do not randomly select names. Ongoing investigations into these allegations.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did.
Are expected to reveal more.
Which goes to say, everything that we've been sitting here saying, that motherfucking Diddy's ass been having motherfuckers up after him for a minute. For those who's just tuning in. But yo, though, Diddy's helpers and everything is getting exposed by Jeannie Deal, the dude from the inside of Diddy shit. This is all the info that we need. It's coming from this dude right here, Jeannie Deal. But anyways, but back to it. This motherfucker has a lot of shit layered to him. Diddy is a weird motherfucker, man.
Potentially shedding light on the situation involving Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baroni Combs.
Put that together. This is Diddy adopted white daughter. Did nobody know this nigga even had a white daughter? Nobody even knew. Nobody even knew.
As we finish off, you go, Justin.
My name is Justin, aka Just Glow. I'm a Capricorn, and I'm about that action, and I'm about raising money for the healthcare people. And we're just so blessed and thankful, and thank y'all for supporting us today.
Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs. Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them.
In 2020,
Whoa.
Diddy used Instagram Live to announce his adoption of a girl named Ava, who is white.
Nah, I mean, put that together.
Encouraged her to introduce herself, solidifying the adoption announcement. Initially, many lauded Diddy's compassionate gesture, particularly during the pandemic when children required support. However, as time passed, skepticism has arisen regarding his motives. The video, once heartwarming, now raises eyebrows for several reasons. Ava's introduction, beginning with her zodiac sign, prompted comparisons to a dating profile, adding to its peculiarity. Observers remarked on Ava's visible discomfort, heightening the unsettling nature of the situation. Over time, what initially appeared as a noble gesture has morphed into something oddly perplexing.
I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs.
Wow,
decided
Papa Combs.
That he would like
Papa Combs.
to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
The atmosphere it exuded combined elements of ASL and To Catch a Predator. Yet
Nah, I mean, this is Puffy. This is like letting your kid loose at Michael Jackson's house. Thus say. This is Puffy.
that wasn't the only alarming sign. Comparing this adoption process to Madonna's raised eyebrows draws a parallel to the singer's own controversial adoption saga. Recent reports indicate that Madonna may have bypassed legal adoption procedures for her black children. Accusations surfaced last year, alleging her involvement in human trafficking and the exploitation of children, according to the Ethiopian World Federation charity organization. Critics contend that she misled parents by offering promises of excellent education in the U.S., only to allegedly adopt the children without fulfilling her commitments to return them. Diddy's adoption plans are raising intrigue, especially in how he's chosen to feature primarily his sons in the video, leaving fans curious about the absence of his daughters. Ava's expressed interest in connecting with Diddy's daughters amplifies the curiosity. Moreover, Ava's apparent unease in the video sparks speculation about the environment she encountered.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock.
See how he's tossing all that out there.
I adopted you because I felt that you could,
out.
Sorry, y'all. I had to skip that, man. I just couldn't sit there and watch that.
Miss Lucy, and I have to figure out who I am.
Not only accused Diddy of mistreating Ava, but also implied that Diddy exploited her for personal gain, only to abandon her once he no longer needed her. Gene Deal appears to have stepped in as a vigilant guardian, shedding light on these serious allegations against Diddy. Gene Diddy orchestrated a scheme to gain public sympathy by rescuing a destitute girl he encountered during the pandemic, supposedly showering her with affection. However, his intentions were far from sincere. It was all a carefully staged performance for the cameras. Additionally, there were insinuations about Diddy's alleged misconduct towards Ava, though never explicitly stated, strongly implied, indicating widespread awareness within the industry of his questionable behavior. Unfortunately, there's a nugget of truth in his observation about the industry's tendency to overlook misconduct. This has become a disturbing trend, exemplified by figures such as R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and Jeffrey Epstein repeatedly avoiding accountability. Even Cassie's legal case revealed how Diddy surrounded himself with enablers who supported his wrongdoing.
That relates to a homosexual vibe, or somebody saying something that's maybe seeing what they saying gay or homosexuals, like no Diddy. Nah, don't even. I didn't do the no pause game. You understand? I'm definitely not gonna do the no Diddy game.
Gene Deal's comments provoke a deeper investigation into what lies beyond the facade. His suggestion that Diddy holds compromising videos of Ava, hinting at a darker truth, is causing concern. Reports indicate federal authorities are actively searching for such footage, implying a troubling reality may be uncovered. All of those devices will now be searched to see if anyone has any odd fetishes associated with girls, children, or anything similar in any kind of image or photo that they have taken. People are naturally curious about Ava Baroni's whereabouts and whether they find it awkward that Diddy is making...
Now, come on now, keep it real. Everybody found it weird that motherfucking Diddy has a white daughter. To keep it all the way real. And then, as we just sit here and got into it, because I was great started until I got further into the story, because I wanted to get further into it before I said something. But and then he just completely abandoned this little girl. And then on top of that, this motherfucker want to try to act like he's doing something for the community and all this bullshit when everybody really knows the real truth behind this devil figure ass motherfucker. Man, don't get me started on Diddy, man.
At a point to put his white adoptive daughter in the position to tell her adoption tale because this whole thing is awful. She was obviously uncomfortable with the whole thing, but Diddy and his family were merely giggling and showing off as though she were an object. "I adopted you just like Madonna," Diddy said. The video has several issues, particularly in how it's alarming sick individuals. The Diddy situation seems more complex than commonly understood. Madonna faces an investigation regarding trafficking and has been prohibited from entering other countries. Furthermore, Gene Deal, formerly a bodyguard, has reappeared with startling allegations. He claims that Diddy and Jay-Z collaborated with federal authorities to undermine a groundbreaking initiative led by Suge Knight and other prominent black executives in the early 2000s. This initiative aimed to establish a pioneering music distribution company owned by the black community, uniting black artists and empowering them with industry ownership. Key figures like Suge Knight, Jay Prince, and Dame Dash led this ambitious venture. However, setbacks arose when Diddy and J.A. withdrew their support and reportedly shared information with white-owned distributors. This led to the deal's collapse and subsequent FBI scrutiny. The disclosures from Deal provoke intriguing questions regarding the actual roles of Diddy and Jay-Z in...
Wow. Y'all caught that. So they was literally going to give the music back to the people. And then this motherfucker came and fucked it all the way up by leaking information and tripping and shit. And this motherfucker right here, the gay painter, Gay Z, this is a whole different motherfucker story right here. I got to hold something else for this nigga right here. I got to hold something else for Gay Z. But anyways,
sabotaging a project with the potential to revolutionize the music industry. Did their actions effectively quash a critical opportunity for black ownership and representation? Let's delve deeper into these claims and contemplate their significant implications.
That he worked for Puff, or Puff offered him $30,000. Now, anybody knows this, that Bad Boy took 50% of all this artist publishing, right? 50% of all the artist publishing straight out the rip. Then Puff gave Big $200,000 for the rest of his publishing. So what publishing did he was trying to get and keep from Puff? You understand? What publishing was Puff was trying to get when he already had it?
New York's rap scene is experiencing a noticeable decline, partly attributed to efforts aimed at suppressing emerging talent. Gene Deal's recent allegations suggest Jay-Z and Diddy may have contributed to thwarting a significant industry initiative. Irv Gotti has revealed that Suge Knight reportedly devised a plan to establish a music artist union, aiming to provide essential support and resources, including healthcare benefits, to artists spanning various genres. Irv Gotti emphasized the importance of a specific partnership, highlighting the notable absence of crucial protections and benefits for artists in the industry. He praised Suge Knight's ambitious vision, describing it as a robust strategy aimed at addressing long-standing deficiencies in the music sector. However,
what if you could upload one mini AI-written ebook onto Amazon that could replace your...
Allegations from Gene...
So they're just basically saying niggas in the game would have got a 401k plan. You know what I mean? Straight up. See, he would have made it so us rap niggas had a future. Know what I mean? Pimp shit.
Deal implied that Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly interfered in this initiative, leading to its eventual collapse. These claims add to the growing controversy surrounding Jay-Z and Diddy, raising questions about their actions and motives within the music industry. Suge Knight proposed a pioneering strategy to address industry-wide issues by suggesting the creation of a music artist union. Under his plan, record labels would include artist union dues in recording budgets, akin to advances. Artists would then reimburse these dues from album sales, gaining essential benefits such as healthcare and retirement plans. Suge enthralled the crowds at the West Coast Hip Hop Summit in 2002 with a captivating speech. He explored the complex ways big record labels manage musicians, focusing especially on the all-too-common practice of labels hanging onto artists' masters. He underlined that as a result, many artists lack the ability to recoup what is truly theirs. Suge's remarks shed focus on the structural obstacles that artists face in a field where power relations are very much in play, in addition to highlighting personal hardships. His appeal for collective action struck a deep chord, emphasizing the need for coordinated efforts to address these widespread problems. Prominent musicians and industry executives, including Diddy and Suge Knight, were boldly challenged to address their hesitation to support a proposal that aims to enhance the whole music community. Suge's question clarified the need for cooperation and support for a project aimed at providing avenues and necessary resources for all parties. He underscored the importance of eliminating systemic imbalances.
Okay, then, so basically, then, Suge was great take all the motherfucking rappers and give them something to look forward to in life. That was cool. I'm with that. He's great for a rappers union. So basically, then, but they took that idea to the people, and not us, the people, the headshot motherfuckers, and they shot that motherfucker down. And then Jay-Z Jay-Z and this nigga decided, well, we can't let them have that big piece of the pie. So we got to shut that down. So that's where that came in. That's where you see Irv Gotti and all these niggas. Know what I mean? That's where you see Irv Gotti, all these niggas. But yeah. But anyways, that's where that came from. And I'm totally with that. I want the game to go back to that. Real talk.
And empowering artists to take control of their own pathways and destinies by speaking directly to these powerful figures. Before Irv agreed to join Suge's enterprise, Suge had already separated from him. Despite this, Suge ultimately gained support from nearly every major black record label executive, except for Jay-Z and Diddy. Speculation suggests that Jay-Z and Diddy have severed connections with federal authorities and enigmatic establishment figures. Allegedly, Diddy's disassociation traces back to his father, Melvin Combs, who was connected to Harlem trafficking lord Frank Lucas. In 1972, a tragic event unfolded when Melvin was fatally shot. The circumstances of his death remained a mystery, but Gene Deal claimed that Melvin was killed by his own associates who suspected him of treachery. Jump ahead to 1997, and Gene Diddy narrowly avoided a similar fate. It was rumored that the shots fired at Diddy were actually meant for Biggie Smalls, highlighting the perilous...
See, now, we going off into some real shit now. Because the shots fired at Diddy was supposed to be... the shots fired at motherfucking Big. You know my boy Big right here. You got Big and you got the Mafia back here. You know, you got homeboy from motherfucking, Dipset. Not Dipset, but you know what I mean. Them one niggas. I can't remember their names. Some deep. Anyways. But yeah, shit, damn, man, that shit gonna fuck my head up. But yo, them shots was meant for motherfucking Diddy, but yet though they hit Big. Now, those shots was meant for Diddy and hit Big. Then why didn't they go on Diddy's side and shoot him? That's damn near the same damn story for motherfucking Pac. Because them shots was meant for motherfucking Suge. But Pac got hit. Now, let's go to Diddy now. Them shots was meant for Diddy. But Big got hit. Just saying.
Environment they inhabited.
Let's stop this bullshit. Let's stop doing these interviews, man, about this. Because people ain't getting it. He did not want the beef with the Crips. Puff ain't want the beef with the Dog Pound, Snoop them or whatever.
Boom! Output Arcade. What you got for me today? I'm trying it out for free because it has quality samples. And
Big started that beef. You understand what I'm saying?
See, Puff wasn't about that. Puff like, man, yo, we need to kill this. Kill that. I'm not with that. But Big like, yo, Puff. Yo, Puff. You talking about fucking faith, Puff. Yeah, Puff.
Puff ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm going to do is, y'all want the sheep? I'm going to put them out the pasture.
Speculation abounds regarding the rumored connections between Diddy and law enforcement, suggesting that such ties might be insulating him from official investigations despite grave allegations against him. Interestingly, when news broke about Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy in November, TMZ initially reported that the NYPD was secretly investigating him. Yet, within hours, TMZ amended their report, claiming that the NYPD had made a mistake and was not, in fact, looking into Diddy's activities. In late 2022, Kanye West stirred controversy.
Now, see, that's bullshit. Because they was looking into Diddy's activities. Because they wasn't looking, because if they was not looking into Diddy's activities, they would not have raided this motherfucker. I'm tired of this shit popping up. They would not have raided motherfucking Diddy shit. That's the whole shit behind that. They wouldn't have raided his shit if they wasn't looking at this motherfucker, man.
By openly accusing Diddy of having ties with law enforcement. Known for his outspoken stance against dubious music industry executives, Kanye didn't hold back. Not long after these allegations, Diddy contacted Kanye, resulting in a personal meeting. Kanye posted screenshots of their exchanges, including one provocative message where he challenged Diddy to commit illegal acts. Diddy responded with enthusiasm, agreeing to meet Kanye in person and asking for the location. This happened just a year before Cassie filed her lawsuit.
Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, and Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Kanye responded with a stern warning and flatly refused to meet with Diddy. Diddy persisted in asking to see Kanye's address and telling him not to be alarmed, but Kanye wouldn't give up. He asserted, "This isn't a game. I'll use you as an example to debunk those who dare to influence me." During his interview on Drink Champs, Kanye further clarified his position and reiterated his accusations against Diddy, calling him a fed for his alleged ties to police enforcement.
And even if they did figure out a way, I'm still not backing down from what I said. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me.
This unwavering...
Oh, see, they've been trying to get rid of motherfucking Kanye for a minute, though, because Kanye been on this Kanye shit, you know what I mean? But now we don't hear too much from Kanye on this Kanye shit because we hear a lot of them with homegirl with the titties out and all that shit, though. We don't hear Kanye on this Kanye shit. It's going to be some time.
Assertion intensifies the ongoing speculations surrounding Diddy's associations and highlights the internal tensions within the music industry. In a recent episode, Kanye West boldly proclaimed that, unlike Diddy and several other artists, he remains steadfast because he has never resorted to violence. This statement underscores Kanye's firm belief in his independence and moral integrity within the industry, highlighting the perceived ethical divide between himself and some of his peers. Kanye West didn't mince words, seamlessly integrating Jay-Z and Beyonce into his discourse on puppet masters. By invoking these industry titans, Kanye suggested that even the most influential figures might be mere marionettes, manipulated from behind the scenes. This adds yet another dimension to the tale of control within the music industry.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends.
Recently, there's been significant chatter surrounding Jay-Z's purported connections with law enforcement, particularly after he appointed Daisy Ray Perez, a former federal informant, as CEO of Roc Nation. This move has sparked widespread debate and raised questions about Jay-Z's associations and the potential impacts on Roc Nation's operations and its relationships within the industry. In a 2015 interview on Sway in the Morning, Dame Dash expressed his concerns after delving into the district attorney's background. He admitted to feeling anxious about Jay-Z's potential actions, reflecting on the hardships faced by his friends and associates, including Rockefeller co-founder Kareem Biggs Burke, who had endured difficult encounters with federal authorities. Dame found it particularly troubling to see Jay-Z appoint a former federal informant as the CEO of his company, considering the past challenges his associates had faced.
See, once more, he put a federal informant, a federal snitch, the head of his company. Enough said.
With law enforcement, reflecting on Suge Knight's ambition to create an entirely black-owned music distribution company, both Irv Gotti and Jay Prince have maintained that federal intervention disrupted this vision. In January 2003, federal authorities raided the offices of Murder Inc. in New York, leading to accusations of money laundering against Irv Gotti and his brother Chris. with the potential for 20-year prison sentences looming over them. However, in 2005, the Gotti brothers triumphed over these charges. Irv contended that the entire situation was a deliberate scheme designed to sabotage their efforts to transform the music industry. In a parallel story, J. Prince recounted the events of the 1990s, claiming that the DEA had allegedly enlisted a corrupt agent to target Rap A-Lot Records. This account suggested a deliberate effort by law enforcement to disrupt activities within the hip-hop community. According to Prince, they appointed a man named Jack Scher to arrest him or carry out other operations. However, Scher allegedly went rogue, issuing death threats against Prince instead. Prince was stunned to learn that Scher harbored a shadowy history supposedly tied to the deaths of 8 people. As Prince delved deeper into his investigation, he decided to enlist the help of a private investigator. This inquiry ultimately uncovered disturbing details about Scher's purported connection to those tragic incidents. J. Prince's claims about a corrupt DEA agent targeting Rap A-Lot Records.
Now, see, J. Prince been into some shit. He always been motherfucking on their radar, on their eyeball. Know what I mean? Real talk.
Have garnered credibility from internal DEA probes and legal proceedings. Yet Gene Deal cast doubt on allegations against Jay-Z and Diddy for their supposed interference with Suge Knight's plans, citing a lack of solid evidence. Allegedly detailed records at Bad Boy Entertainment point to Diddy's substantial involvement in assisting federal authorities. However, in the absence of verifiable documentation and additional corroborative proof, these assertions linger as conjecture. As with all accusations of this nature, rigorous scrutiny and substantiation are crucial to establish their credibility. Against the backdrop of swirling allegations involving Diddy and Jay-Z, supporters contend that collaborating with federal authorities reflects their expected conduct. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.
And that was that right there. That was that right there. Now, let me get on off into the closing. Now, Diddy's ass is really getting very fucking messy with what the hell he's doing. He really need to get his shit together. Because now, this motherfucker is really getting caught up. There's nothing this dude can do without motherfuckers being in his ass. Straight up. That's just mainly how that is. Diddy is getting very messy with what he's doing, and he really need to slow his ass down before he get into some bullshit. I'm trying to tell you, man. But anyways, that's Diddy, and this is Rude Dog. I'm up out of here. I'll holler at y'all niggas later. Peace out.